Would you care to talk about more of your activism work, like what you're doing now, like post-incarceration?
I'm with Focus Initiatives. I'm with Ideal Sea Watch. Ideal Sea Watch is a prison advocacy organization where we assist people on the inside with whatever struggle they seem to be going through, especially those struggles brought upon them by the Department of Corrections. And we assist them by whatever their need is. You know, we let them know that, hey, you know, we're listening to you and we definitely want to help you. And, you know, if you work with us, we'll work with you. So those different things, from medical to some civil rights violation to just some guard picking on a particular individual, you know, whatever the need is, we try to address it and respond to it to where that type of injustice comes to an end, you know. And with Focus Initiatives here in Indianapolis, we help people coming from carceral situations, whether it be jail, prison, house arrest, anybody who's trying to set their life up in a positive way so they never return to prison. We are 100% on your side, you know, and we will help you. You know, we extend ourselves. We have limited resources, but I've seen many people in our organization come out their own pockets numerous times just to assist somebody who really is trying to get over to the other side and never have to look back, you know. And then we all celebrate it and we all rejoice it. So our hearts are involved. And that's why I'm here, you know. Yeah. Definitely.
So what do you think, I mean, like, maybe the country should provide for people that are, like, coming out of a situation like that where you aren't heavily relying on, like, activism groups? Like, do you think the government has, like, some sort of responsibility to...
The government's responsibility is with their corporate donors. They are already responsible to a high degree. They are serving their masters. Okay? We are a part of the profit margin for those government or for those corporate groups. Okay, we are a casualty of the war to gain more money. Okay, so I don't look for the government pretty much for anything, because the system that as it is established is exactly how they want it to be. You know, so I look for and we look for like-minded groups, like-minded organizations, like-minded individuals, and people who feel this way but don't know what they want to do with that type of energy. They don't know how to use it. So we reach out to all those different people because it's our community that has to come together and do for each other. You know, we've been thrown under the bus by the government like when I was a kid. You know, so and it's just become more blatant and more apparent, thrown in your face every day, like the shootings in the schools. You know, we have literally elementary school kids being slaughtered, and no one in government, virtually no one in government, stands up for these children. So if that doesn't just pull the veil, pull the curtain, you know, and show you exactly what's going on, nothing ever will. They don't care. They will always protect corporate interests more than a human life, even if it's a child. So it's not on. We should never look to the government at this point, because if we do, they're going to look for a way to dismantle it to protect their interests, the people that they represent. You know, so it does fall squarely on our shoulders to take up this plight and to be there for one another. Because if we do that, then that actually has the capacity to turn this whole thing around.
So would you agree with the fact that it's grassroots efforts that are going to make, like, any big impact if you want anything to change?
100%. 100%. You know, there are certain people who do have power and influence who are a little, you know, are what's the word, like who empathize with us, And they do offer their resources, even though they do not wish to engage directly. But their conscience gives them a desire to want to assist. And and we do welcome those resources, because ultimately we get to help people on the ground. And for me, and for the organization that I represent, that is the number one thing, is to help people who are actually going through it, just as they helped me.
So do you have any advice for maybe anyone that is experiencing a similar situation that you were going through post-incarceration?
The advice that I would give to someone like that, going through the same type of things that I go through, the advice I would give is understand that you are in a system that has cut the deck against you and set up circumstances that made it extremely difficult for you to make the right choice. Okay? You don't have to hate yourself. You don't have to continue to demonize yourself and your past. You can start right now to begin to work to turn your life around, because you do have that capacity. And the way you do that is by educating yourself. There are several different groups that you have to look for, okay? But they're there. It's a frequency that you have to tune into. There are several different groups in your community, from New York to California and everywhere in between. There are several different groups that will work with you, but you have to seek them out, and they will help you to rebuild your own life for the right reasons. But you have to be committed to the work. It's not something that you think Monday and Tuesday and then you let it falter and fade Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It's something that you have to be consistent with. You have to realize that your life is valuable. We need you to live so that you can touch someone else. So you have value, and keep pushing. And once you keep pushing, the next step will be revealed.
No, that's really powerful, honestly. It is.
Thank you.
Is there maybe anything else that you'd like to talk about regarding your incarceration or post-incarceration life?
I've been to prison 4 times. Okay, I've done 15 years behind bars. I've been in prison fights. I've been affiliated with gang organizations. I've been set up by the drug task force. I've been lied upon by police. I've hurt people that I care deeply for by my actions and the things that I've done. For a long time, I hated myself, for the things that I caused to people that I love and people that I didn't necessarily care for. So I was putting a lot of baggage on myself, and I was trying to look at myself through the eyes that the criminal justice system wanted me painted as. And imagine my surprise when I woke up one day and said, wait a minute, that's a lie. That's a lie. I'm a great human being. I'm a worthwhile human being. I'm a human being that deserves to thrive in the best conditions possible, And that does not only stop. It doesn't stop with me. That extends to everybody. Every human being deserves that. There's a lot of people in powerful places who feel that should only go to them. But we are the people. And all we have to do is come together and unite and uplift and support and encourage one another. And one by one, those barriers fall all around us. you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we need to do. You don't have to do that negative thing. You don't have to do that wrong thing. You don't have to judge yourself because of these mistakes that were made in the past. You can judge yourself today and what happens tomorrow. What you make happen for yourself tomorrow. And if you want to fight for your life, there will always be somebody who's willing to fight with you.
No, that's really great. I love that, honestly. Like,
All right.
great. Yeah.
Great.